Just the way I normally do, comparing both Tableau and Power BI. So on this particular one, I'm going to show you on how to connect Google Spreadsheet to both your Power BI and also on Tableau. We're going to see the head-to-head comparison on how to do this. They are quite different because they are different too. So let's get started. uh, on Power BI, you got to go to get data, then this will come up, and also look on Tableau. We have a different method on how to do that. It's already showing us um, this this Google Drive already here, Google Drive. So it can either go to the Google Drive and get the data, and also you can either use the the more, click on more, then it goes down here. If you're using other Tableau rather than Tableau public, you will need to search for Google Drive, or you might see Google Spreadsheet. So likely the same thing we have here. If you can't find the Google Spreadsheet here, so you can type on spreadsheet or Google, just type on Google, then you see Google Sheet appear. You click on Google Sheet, and also on Tableau, you also click on Google Drive. They will both take you to a new dialog box. So Tableau is trying to connect to my Google Drive, and on Power BI, I will have to click on connect after doing that. So it's asking me connecting to a third party service and giving me this information if I'm willing to connect. I said continue. Then it will pop out a dialog box in which it requests for me to bring out um, go copy the Google Sheet URL. Now note this: on connecting to Power BI, you have to open up the spreadsheet first before having to open it, or you can still go ahead and open the spreadsheet. So I'm going to do that. It has taken me to this um, my my Chrome or whatever browser you're using. So it's requesting me to give access to the Power BI, to the Tableau, requesting me to give access. So I'm going to give access to it. So once I click on it, it's taking me to log in. It's saying, should I allow? Yes, I'm going to allow it have access to my Google Drive. I've given it access. So therefore, I'm still going to go to Power BI on this Google spreadsheet. I'm going to connect this same data to Tableau and also on Power BI. I copy the URL. Then here it has given me um, I've given the permission to access my Tableau. So therefore, gonna go back to both two. Now, Tableau, if you notice on Tableau, it brought out this information that has all my data on my Google Drive. So I'm just gonna pick one out of there, which is this that I'm planning to we want to connect to. So I will just scroll down and click on connect. And same thing I will also do on Google Spreadsheet. I'm gonna paste the value here and it pops this out. Now note this: why it's taking me directly to this point is because I have signed in to my Google spreadsheet. So if you haven't signed in, it will request you to give access to the spreadsheet before it to take you to this dialog box. So it's going to give you that another dialog box which will request you to give access to it. So now I have that same data imported to my Tableau. So I'm going to drag it in, and here on Power BI, it's still loading. So here it is. So I can pick up the particular one I want to connect my data to, or you can equally pick all of this data, then you connect it to your Power BI. So I'm just going to pick one. So same, you can pick all this data and connect it to your Tableau. So I'm going to pick one too also here. You can go ahead to transform your data however you want to have it. Now, if you notice on the column here, we are having column 1, column 2, which is not what we want. So if I'm going to pick up transform data, then it will take me to the Power Query. And okay, now we have this. So what are we going to do next is that we want to use first row as header. Now, if you also look into this, we are having column 1 as the row, as the column instead of the date transaction. So we're going to link this first row to this column. So I'm going to do that by using this particular one. I can either click the whole of this row, or I just go ahead and click use first row as header. So it's gonna take away all this one that contains column on it. So now we have our first row as header. So whatever other manipulations I want to do on this data, or you want to do on this data, you can go ahead and do it on the Power Query. So we have to save and apply, and back to Tableau. We can see that we don't need to do the same thing we have already done on Power BI. It has automatically detected that the date, transaction status, and others are the column. So that's, or the header. So that is it on Tableau. So you can go ahead to filter, add a filter, or any other manipulations you want to do here. Then you can come to your sheet one. Then we have all the data comes up here. So you can go ahead and do your analysis. Okay, while we wait for Tableau to pull up, sometimes Power BI takes a longer time to connect the data its um, to its data pane. Okay, here it is. It has completed the connection. Now, if you look at each of these category header, they are the same thing with what we have on Tableau. So that is it on how to connect Google Spreadsheet on both Power BI and Tableau.